Well, what do we have here? So this arrived yesterday. Now, I really want to keep this bag because I don't want to be going using this and finding, and I'm only going to have this problem till I buy myself a spray deck that I can keep on here permanently. I don't want to throw this in the river, jump in and find there's a snake in beside me. So I want to keep this bag. I stupidly put a hole in it, but I'll tape that up. I want to keep this bag to prevent anything going inside this canoe. This was bought from Lazada from a company called Feel 3 Outdoors. Lots of this padding in it, which is nice to see. Wow, this is comfy, very comfy. Let the adventures begin. So it's just over 10 foot long. It's got netting on the back, a single one here for holding the paddle, a double one here for if you want to store any baggage. It's got a cup holder, and it's got this seat with this folding backrest on it, so you can set the backrest to wherever you want. So yes, you're going to see that canoe put to good use, and plans are afoot for some trips. Some short, some not so short. We'll see how the fitness goes. Anyway, what are you all here for? Well, you're here because it's the 9th of November. Well, it is today. And today's the day that the builders are turning up to start building out the back. And I will spin you around and let you see what we've actually done, because the builder wanted us to bring some earth in. Now, those of you that watched the excavation and the concrete slab getting put in for this pool, you will see there was a lot of dirt came out that hole, and the guy with his little macro spread it around. And before he did that, the guy reckoned we were going to need 10 trucks of dirt put in to bring the area where we're building up to the level we want. So we got in touch with a company, and they came round and they looked at it and they says, oh, maybe about 10. Anyway, it turned out it was 12. It's not completely level yet. I'll spin you around and let you see. So we've brought this up to the level of the carport here. And it only comes out to here. This is probably about 4, 5, 6, 7 metres from the wall. And then it's going to step down. It's going to go along, then it's going to step up to the pool. Then the other side of the pool is going to step down, sort of that back corner where the showers and that are. And then this area at the back is going to be built up, sort of level with what it is just now, but going out and then stepping down just behind that pile of sand, so that that area will be lower down. So we are just waiting on this guy coming out. So it's 9 AM and I thought they would have been here by now, but they're not here yet. They are definitely coming. So I don't know what they're going to do today. Probably just mark out foundations and stuff down here and then along the back there for the pump room and the gym. So I will return when they appear. Okay, morning of day 2. Yesterday I didn't video. There was too many of them here. There was far too much going on. They had pink string, nylon string all over the place, across, up and down, everywhere. So they built this frame level pretty much all the way around. Now you'll see red dots on the wall. They used the wall. They put a plumb line on the wall, and they used the wall as the level for the other the other two sides. And there was string pulled across between these orange dots, and you'll see red marks on the frame here with screws in. There was pink rope going across down here. So all these are perfectly straight. So what are these? All these little posts with red crosses. Well, these are going to be the footings for the concrete base for everything. And I believe in total, I've counted them, and there is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So there's 27 footings going in. Now this row here, if you can see them, right up my shadow, is going to be where the steps come down from the patios for the rooms to a lower level here between the pool and the patios, and then the pool will step up. I've said this a dozen times. So this is what they did yesterday. So everything's marked out, and as you can see, we've had a concrete delivery and a rebar delivery. So I'm assuming that this is going to be for making up the feet. And I don't know how far down. I think they'll probably go down 2 meters and put the footings in, and then they will post up from there. I don't know. I will let you see when they're doing it. They'll be around today. They said it's going to take 120 days to complete. Now, I don't know if that's 120 working days or if they're just working 120 days straight through, but it would not surprise me. Unless there's any festivals or anything else on, they probably won't stop working. They'll just carry on. I would think anyway. So, it is a big, big area. I mean, these rooms are big. 4 meters by 6 meters. But in this area, when you go to resorts, you've got a tiny little pokey wooden shack that are not cleaned, they're not looked after, they're absolutely terrible. So we are trying to improve on that substantially. So we'll see what happens. So as you'll see, there's a 1 meter distance between the wall and the back of the units here. And down in this back corner, they're going to put 3 emergency tanks in. So there's 3 concrete disc pipes getting put down the back, and each room is going to have its own septic tank and its own soakaway, its own manhole connection that connects them all together, and then they're going down to these emergency soakaways down the bottom. And I think what else they're doing is they're actually running a pipe out the emergencies and taking it out the back, just in case these fill up at any point, so they can just drain off away down the back. Now, these tanks down here are not for the toilets. The toilets are going to have their own soakaway underneath, coming out the septic tanks. That water down there that's emergency is just basically for the shower and the sink water, and the drain water from the showers. So that water's not going to be dirty anyway. So access to out the back is kind of restricted at the minute. They've got 17 days, 18 days, something like that, before the guys come to install the pool. So They need to get as much of this foundation work done as possible so that they've got the foundations in for the pump room at the back there. So I will catch you in a bit, guys. Good morning. Well, it's the end of day 2, beginning of day 3, and sanitation was an important part of this build. And you can see we have 3 tanks here, or what will become 3 soak-away tanks. 3 of them, I believe, are going to be the clean water soak-away tanks, and one's going to be for the toilets for the 3 units that will all go into one. So 3 of these will be going right in the back corner, and one of them, I believe, is going sort of in the middle of the units somewhere. Yesterday, what happened? Well, I don't know if you remember, but I'll just turn you around and let you see this view just now. This ting-tong dog. Jeff! Jeff! We had all the dirt brought in, and we spent ages levelling it all, because that's what he wanted. He wanted it all level. So, yes, yesterday, they spent the whole day transforming my garden, which we thought was flat, into something like the scene, or a scene from a 1960s or 70s Doctor Who season. One that contained, in particular, I think it was giant moles. So I will let you see the back garden, and I'll take you a walk around and let you see what they've been doing since yesterday. So I will spin you around. Stupid dog. So, our once flat back garden. Yeah. I remember watching Doctor Who and seeing an episode where they had mounds like this in a field, and it was, I believe, giant moles. So, they have dug out the holes for putting all the footings in. 17 in total. Not quite 17 holes, because some of them, like this one, they've doubled the holes up because they've been close together. Now, I want to get across the back garden, but I have no idea how I'm going to do this. Yeah, there's another one here that's big hole, big hole, big hole, and then the rest are small holes. So there's 17 of them, or there would be 17 if they were single holes. So what else were they up to yesterday? I've been locked out my own back garden. So what else have we been up to yesterday? Well, they built a rebar bending station down here, and they have been cutting, bending, and forming the rebar into the pads for the footings. They need 17 of these, and they have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far, and they've got enough rebar cut to build another couple here. And one of those will go into the bottom of each hole, concreted, and then they will start concrete posts up from them. They'll bring this to ground level, and then they'll fill all the holes back in, or the posts will come maybe above ground level. Then they'll push all this dirt back into the holes. Now, they've got to the 27th to get this done, because the guys are coming to do the pool on the 27th. And we also need the pipe work put in through this area here, because these 4 footings here, 1, 2, there's one at the back there and one there, are going to be the footings for the base for the pump room. So this all needs to be done so that the guys can run their pipes in, get a concrete base in. The room doesn't have to be built. The guys will build that, because all the pump stuff can actually run outside. And if I'm being perfectly honest, we're not going to have rain now until June, July next year. So it'll be perfectly fine. So that's what they've been up to. The past 2 days. We are now coming in at the start of day 3. and we will see what they do. I think they're just going to carry on with forming these rebar box sections for the footings for the buildings. Good morning. Okay, so it's Thursday. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. I think it's the 13th of November, and I have not been out all week recording because all I've been doing is building rebar bases and posts, small ones and long ones. They have also levelled out all the holes at the bottom so they're all the same depth, and they have put a thin layer of concrete in the bottom, which is just a base for these frames to sit on so that they're not actually touching the soil, so that the metal rebar framework is completely enclosed in concrete. So I will spin you around and let you see what they've been doing for the past 3 or 4 days. Okay, so these are the holes, and there are 27 of them. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that are going to have short posts in them. Then these are just going to come up to the level to build the framework round for the outer edge of the patio. And then there are 20 large holes, and these are going to get tall posts put in them, obviously for the rooms. So they have been busy. They manually went down every one of these holes and dug them out. You can actually see the dark line there, how much they've gone down, further they've gone down, to make the holes the right depth, and then put this little layer of concrete in. So when they set these bases in, they're all sitting at the same height. So you'll see what I mean about the string. It's everywhere, it's back up again, which means that today they are going to be starting to set these in. Now, these are the rebar base sort of blocks that they're going to put in. Now, these are pretty much the same size as the actual hole they've dug. So I don't know if they're going to form these, or if they're just going to basically pour concrete, put that into the bottom and then pour concrete and just fill the whole hole with concrete, because they look pretty much the same size as the holes. So they've got all of these made. We still have about 4 of the long posts to make and 1 of the short ones. And that's women that are doing that. They're putting these together. And I think what they'll do is they will start putting these posts in today. But we will see. So yeah, that's it guys, Thursday. And that is this will be day, it's day 7. And yeah, they've done quite a lot. I think they'll get all these posts in and concreted up to the level they want to get concreted up for putting the frame in, and then get all this soil back in before the 27th, which gives them 14 days. So yeah, 2 weeks. Oh yeah, they'll have all these posts in and concreted up. They may even have the concrete framework built round them before they start building up for the posts for the houses. So I will catch you in a bit guys. Cheers for now. Good morning. It is Friday the 15th of November, and we have had another delivery. They ran out of rebar yesterday. So yesterday, what did they do? I can't remember when I did the last video. Was it Wednesday? Possibly Wednesday. Can't remember. So I'll let you see what we've had delivered. Another load of rebar. There's a load of these straight sticks, and these are used for holding the pillars up. So how are these held in? Well, we have the frame in the bottom. These are wire tied to the frame, And then that whole lot gets concreted in, and they will concrete, probably not today, they'll probably just concrete the base in. I see they've got forms here for going round the bases. However, these holes look pretty good just to actually fill. Now they've made little pucks. Don't know if you can see there. Try zooming in. They've made these little pucks that everything sits on to keep it off the ground, so that concrete goes all around this. And then they will just keep concreting up this pillar. Once they get to ground level and fill the hole in, they'll continue up with this. And this is going to be the beams for the rooms. Now you'll see we've got two rows here of the long ones, obviously for the supports for the walls and the roof. And then here we have short ones. Now they've brought these up a little bit higher, so I think they're going to make maybe a handrail or something around here. I don't know. But it's possible they'll take these up and use these for building a handrail around the patios. So they've got all these tall ones in for this row. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, that's about right. 14 in for that, and then there's 6 go across there. And then we've got the seven small ones that just go in a straight row right down here. So they have to go in, and the bottom ones have to go in. However, they need to make more first, so they need to make another, looks like 6 of the long ones. Have we got any long ones left? No, they've used them all. So they need to make another 6 long ones for the back there. They've got all the short ones made, so they just need to, or have they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they've got all the short ones made, so they've just got to get put in. And I would think they'll get these concreted today, while they're making these other ones to go in the back. And by the time those are in, they'll have all these concreted, or they'll have all these set in and concreted. And then we can get back to getting this area flattened out again, so that they've got access for getting the pool in. So that's where we're at Friday morning. So I will catch you in a bit, guys. In fact, hang on. I'll take a wee wander through. They've actually made walkways on this with all the walking they've done, so it's much easier. Now what they've done is, with this pink nylon string, they've actually moved it half the distance of one of these posts one way and half the distance the other way, so that they can set, I don't know if you can see this, but they've moved the string so that it doesn't go through the middle of the post. It goes, so they can set all the posts in the corner that they've made. It's kind of hard to, but all they've done is they've moved the string across coming this way and across going that way, so that the post basically sits in the corner and it's still exactly in the middle where it should be. So we're getting somewhere. That's a week, and we have got posts in. Now, Owen has been away and bought stuff for a ceremony, because she wants to do the same as we did with the house and do one or two of the posts with the banana leaves and the flowers and throwing coins and everything in the hole. So she's obviously been speaking to them yesterday and she's bought all the stuff so that we can do this today. So there must be concrete in today at some point. I have no idea how they're going to get the concrete down the back here because it's coming on a lorry. Initially what they wanted to do was, and I had said to them, if you need to do it, because they're going to repair it. And they want to knock the two top panels out this wall. They're just going to cut them, take the top panel away, and then they'll just rebuild the top panel and paint it for me when they're finished. They've said they'll do all that. But it'll make it a heck of a lot quicker than walking up and down here with buckets. Now they'll probably get the concrete lorry in and they'll probably get as far as here done. So I think they'll only have to maybe knock one panel out, which is fine. I think the wall was built up a little bit prematurely, but it's up now. So I had no idea that these were going to be built so substantially. I really didn't. I had no idea they were going to put these massive big feeting in, or footings in, which is a good thing that they're doing it. I mean, we're on a fixed price for getting it built. It was quite expensive, and I kind of thought they were going to do a good job, but I didn't know that it was going to be this well done. I mean, this whole area here is going to be just a concrete pad coming right out to this line of posts, and then a concrete pad going along, and then this is all going to be concreted as well. So for building 3 units, a gym and a pump room, concrete and everything, bathrooms fitted, all the electrical work, the electrical cables coming from the main front there, everything, the whole lot's included. A square meterage, well, we are 6 by 4 for each room. So we're 75, 70, 72 square meters for the rooms. And then whatever's on the other one. So we're probably talking about 100 square meters. All the tile in, the outside's going to get tiled. He's going to tile around the concrete edging of the pool. He's going to tile all that for me. I mean, they're doing everything. I honestly wish I'd found this guy before we built the house. And I kind of wish we'd had this guy doing the house as well. But that was 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. So this is it. It's only about 6:30 in the morning. They won't be here till 9 o'clock. But I will actually let you see some of the work that's going on today when the concrete lorry comes, if it comes today. Now there's lots of videos out there. There's loads of people made videos in the past showing concrete getting poured and pillars getting made and foundations getting made. I really don't want to go into all that. We know what it's all about. We've seen it all before. So you're just going to get maybe one concrete pour, one post pour. I don't know. I chop and change my mind all the time when I make these videos. Well, good morning, my lovely YouTube viewers, followers and subscribers. It's Friday morning, it's 15th of November, and this is day 7. So 1 week they've been at it. Now you'll be able to see behind me. They've got the rebar posts in. The rebar bases are in the bottom. I will spin you around and take you a wee wander through and just let you see what they've been up to. Incidentally, we've had another delivery, more rebar, which is why when you're looking at this, you'll see that not all the posts are up. They need to make another 6 for across the back there for the gym and the pump room. The holes are all done. The rebar bases are all made. I'll let you see in a hole and let you see what the bases look like. So you have this big concrete base that's going to be in the bottom. And then this post comes up. This is a short post because this is just a support for the patio. They're up quite a bit out the ground, more than I would have thought, but they may extend these up for handrails, I don't know. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 posts in here for the rooms. They've started on these ones here, and they need to manufacture another 6 for the bottom there. So I would think they'll get those manufactured and in today. And I think they'll probably get most of these concreted in today as well. And possibly at the end of the day, they'll get these 6 that they've made. They'll probably get these in as well and concreted. It's substantial. It's being well built, very well built. I'm very impressed. We just need to get all this done so that we can get the pool in. We need to get the ground flattened off around about, and we need to get that back area sort of ready for the pump room. We don't need the pump room built, like I've said I think before. We just need to be able to get a base in so that we can mount all the bits and pieces, the pump, the overflow tank, the filtration system and everything. We just need a floor in across there, and then the guys that are building this can just build round it all. But this needs to be in and tested before the guys actually leave that are building the pool. So that's it for Friday. I may be back this evening, and I will be back if a concrete lorry comes and starts pouring concrete, but I won't be showing you a heck of a lot. There's videos out there. People have done this dozens and dozens of times. I think everybody's more interested in seeing the final result here, like me. I'm not really that. I'm not into it like I was with the house when the house was being built, when it was all new to me. Now I just want this finished. I don't want to see it getting done. I just want it finished. But it's going to take 3 or 4 months. Anyway, I will maybe catch you in a bit, guys. Well, first concrete truck in. Okay, well, it's Saturday morning and it is almost exactly a week to pretty much the hour from when they started. And A lot of the holes have got their bases in, they've been concreted in, with the posts coming up ready to get concreted. Short ones here for the sort of where the extent of the patio will be, and the other ones for the 3 rooms. Now they have got the other 6 rebar posts made. They just finished them last night, I think it was, so they've got to go down the bottom, and I'm sure when the concrete lorries arrive today there'll be someone down there putting those. The bases are already in, they just need to drop these posts in and line them up, and by the time they've got the rest of these posts in, those ones there will be in and ready to concrete as well. So that will probably all be done today. Yeah, they've taken a big lump at my wall. I think we were a bit premature building that up. It's to allow the concrete truck to come down so that they can get access to the other posts down here. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching this week. Remember, give me a wee thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and I will catch you in 1 week's time. Adios just now.